Dope if he did that. If he went to the
Yeah. We about to get started right now, man. So y'all get up in this room, man. Y'all already know what to do, man. We'll be right back, man.
Right back, man. We're play this music.
All right, let's get it, man.
Some tunes for you.
I'm out Delaware, my niggas
the
is
youngest in charge.
I'm out Delaware, my niggas is heavy there. 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 Talking they looking for me, the pussies they never there.
I'm out Delaware and I'm Mitch, you already. 215, you already, gang, we all heavy. Said I couldn't do it and I did it and they ain't let me. PD told me get him, I got him, who gon' check me? City on my back, you can hate it, you gon' respect me. Sit back and watch me work, tell them haters, I started flexing. Team getting busy, you missing, we can get reckless. Talking like they do this, get fraud in this they profession. Study the balls, no dialogue, just pay attention. You niggas want respect, you earn it, cause I don't give it. Swag up a class with a hood, persona with it. Connected in places, you need permission just to visit. How you number one and your music ain't never mentioned. See you swerving in traffic, you ain't living how you spittin'. You already gangs and gang, you should get with it. Can't get a business official out Delaware, remix good.
I'm out Delaware, my niggas is heavy there. 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 Talking they looking for me, the pussies they never there.
I'm with my little brother Downs, they bout to let Ali Mo go. You already gang, you already know, yo. Champagne, campaign, uniform polo. Last name, cocaine, Poppy call me Coco. Cause he know when niggas stay close to the Tony like Manolo. You know me, you could get it by the OZ for the Lolo. Yeah, I'm heavy here, I'm out Delaware, I'm everywhere. P-A-B-K-M-I-A, they love me there. We fucking there, get a telly there. If they hungry there, let's get money there. Chewing like a gummy bear, never scared. Hey, my heavy here, I'm out Delaware, you could catch me there, you already, yeah.
I'm out Delaware, my niggas is heavy there. 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 Talking they looking for me, the pussies they never there.
This is where we be at, you already. Some places where that D at, my swagger make you relax. You already, gang, I don't think you wanna see that. Men in my city, they agree, I don't see that. Haters, bunch of frauds and perpetrators. Broke now, won't be broker even later. I'm the coach, you niggas just a bunch of players. Real deal, Holyfield hooking. Rap like a vet, but I'm an all-star rookie. Scratch that, I'm nothing like these rap cats with these rap raps. Lying about they trap, this is where we at, scrap. We everywhere, and where you from, we heavy there. You already.
I'm out Delaware, my niggas is heavy there. 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 Talking they looking for me, the pussies they never there.
Fuck it up, big. Fuck it up, big. Yeah. You already?
Yeah.
Turn my mic up.
Yeah, all right, let's get it, man.
Turn these bitches up.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it.
Put them things on your head.
Yeah.
Get it poppin'.
You already know what it is, man. It's Root and Speech, man. This is the Root and Speech Vidcast 3.0, man. Verse 13. Damn, that's right. We getting up there. You already know we getting our weight up so y'all can get y'all hate up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go ahead and get it started, man. I'm Tazaya Wan.
It's Captain Aria.
And we are Root and Speech, man. Y'all already know what the deal is, man. There's a lot of things going on this week.
Whole lot.
We got Kyrie Irving, you know what I'm saying, on the forefront, getting a public thrashing. You know what I'm saying? We also got, Kanye West still in the mix, too. You know what I'm saying?
My name is Kyrie. Nigga, it's Toby.
Yeah.
My name is Kyrie. No, nigga, it's Toby.
Yeah. So we got that going on.
Toby.
Right. So we got. Damn. Yeah. So we got that going on. Also, man, we're gonna be talking about the untimely death, man, of Takeoff, man.
They tell my man Takeoff smooth at the game.
Yeah, Takeoff, man. Takeoff was dope, man. Yeah, Takeoff was dope, man. You know what I mean? He was dope. He seemed like he was the one Migo who was like, just kind of in the cut.
What'd you say, Azo?
May he rise again.
Most crazy.
Yeah. Nah, real shit though.
Shit. I feel like I don't know. Maybe just the young nigga spiting me. But I feel like when these young rappers die, they get so much love from everybody, like almost universally. But while they was alive, it was so many older people that despised them from the depths of their soul.
Yeah.
And now that he dead, it's like, oh man, he was revolutionary, man. He was rapping, spitting, something.
I gotta listen.
Like a nigga gotta die for you to respect that he can rap.
Right.
When you was stuck in the 80s, the whole time he was here.
Right.
I could be wrong. Maybe
nope.
Older,
right.
Older people always love Takeoff and just was always with the Migos.
These
but it seemed like why the Migos was all alive. Anybody that was born at a certain time was like, what the fuck is this bullshit?
I fuck with the Migos.
Not every older person.
Right.
But I'm just saying, it feel like it seems like they got a lot of hate when they was all alive.
Right.
Yeah. Now that one of them died, it's like oh the Migos, they was revolutionary, man. They brought something to the game that never was brought before, which I agree with. I fully agree. I agree while he was alive. Though.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, it's like I remember when Biggie Smalls got shot, and my pop was like, "Hey man, you heard Christopher Wallace got shot?"
He said it's government.
I was like, "Who?" He was like, "Christopher Wallace, you know who he is." I'm like, "Who the heck is Christopher Wallace?" He was like, "Notorious, notorious Biggie, the notorious Biggie Notorious."
Biggie Notorious.
Right. I'm like, oh, Biggie Smalls. I was like, Biggie Smalls got shot. My dad was the one who told me. So when I told my son, I was like, "Yeah, man, you heard about Takeoff, man." And he was like, "Yeah, Dad, I've been knew about that."
Takeoff had a name on him too. So like his name was Krishan Christian or something.
Oh, man.
He got a name on him too.
Yeah, man. So you know what I mean. We here, you know what I mean. We we represent, man. You know what I'm saying. I think the Migos was, man. The Migos, man. Y'all got to see the Migos last show. And the Migos last show is on. They was in Houston, and it's up on YouTube right now. And that last show they was in. It looked like where the ISUPK would have been.
Word.
Because it was
kind of like the what's that damn the venue we was at?
Yeah, it was a football
outside venue.
No, but it was like the football field with all the different colleges were there.
Oh, okay. They was at the homecoming.
Yeah, they was at the homecoming. Yeah, right. And I don't know if brothers might have been there, might have seen it. But that they had that joint lit.
Rocking.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, dope show. I was actually watching it before I came down here tonight.
Yes. I was going to ask what y'all think about it as far as, on a more serious note, as far as the, I guess at this point it's started to have a conversation about why so many rappers die. Like, what do you think about all these rappers dying so consistently?
Yeah. Okay. What I think about it is I mean, it's like it's clearly the Lord is trying to show us something with what's going on. But at the same time, it's like we have to it's making people open their eyes to see to see things in a different way now. You know what I mean? To kind of focus more on what we doing here. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of, even you got like Bootsy that's like, man, this rap shit is whack. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like they starting to see that, that negative energy that you put out, you know what I mean, through the music, it ultimately comes back to you in the end.
Right.
And I think now like brothers are, being more aware of what's going on. And I think right now is a time where, the Lord is waking everybody up, you know what I mean? And nothing is in the dark, you know what I'm saying? Everything is out in the open, and we having these conversations now about, you know what I mean, gangster rap. We having those conversations about, what we actually are doing out here. And I think that a lot of younger people are waking up to kind of see what's going on, and because when we see brothers like that who have money and then they end up dying the same way as a nigga in the hood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Over a fucking dice game like everybody else.
Right. And I think brothers are really starting to see it. I mean, maybe that's what I see, you know what I mean? Just to give brothers, in the world credit, you know what I mean? I think brothers are starting to wake up and see, You know what I mean? But what happens to him is what happens to, you know, everybody. You know what I mean? Everybody niggas die every day. You know what I mean? It just so happens that he was one of the brothers who had a lot of clout, a lot of bread, you know what I'm saying, and popularity and fame.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then just to see that he was one of the ones who really wasn't, you know, involved with anything in that particular incident.
He stayed out the way. He stayed out the way.
It definitely makes you think. You know what I mean?
To kind of go over what you just said just a second ago, as far as like kind of it happens every day to all of us, to many of us in the Black community. What you hear a lot right now in the past year or so is that being a rapper is the most dangerous job in America. Being a rapper is the most dangerous thing you could do, and I feel like that's a spit in the face to the regular Black men that die every day for the same reasons rappers die every day. Mm-hmm. Being a rapper is not the most dangerous job in America or in the world. Being a Black man in America is the most dangerous job in the world. Being a Black person, Black man in particular, every day going what we go through, that is the most dangerous thing to go through. Right. Not being a rapper, because niggas die from dice games every day. Niggas die from home invasions all the time. Right. Yeah. Niggas die from beef that you never knew about them, you never heard of them. They were just known on their block, and they died over drug money, beefs, home invasions, dice games. Right. These are regular things that happen every day. But when Black men become rappers and become rich and famous, they can't escape it. They can't. And there's something to be said about that. Right. There's something to be said about why can, with all this money and influence and fame and power, we can't escape the same bullshit we go through every day on the street corner, every day in a project, every day in ghettos all across America. Right. There's something to be said about that. That there's something deeper going on in the Black community that can't be fixed with money, that can be fixed with fame. That we have to truly fix in ourselves between our connection with the Most High, our culture, and how we live our life.
That's right.
So I would never say, you know, being a rapper is the worst job, is the most dangerous job in America, because being a Black man is, and we got to figure out how Black men, not just rappers, how Black men can live safe lives, free of violence, you know, and be able to enjoy their money and enjoy their fame and riches.
Right. That's right. Yeah. That's right, Christ. Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. You know what I mean? Like you got you know, and then you had Gilly. He was upset at that people were filming it. He said he was trying to snap on niggas because he was like, why niggas filming it? It's like why would you even be mad at people filming something when we live in a time right now? This is the age of technology.
Why ain't you yelling about the nigga that shot him?
Right. Like this is normal. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, people are going to pull out their camera.
It's I get it. It's fucked up. But why aren't you yelling at the guy that shot him?
Right.
You yelling about the nigga that recorded it instead of the nigga that put the bullet in his head. Our priority is kind of fucked up. And it gets to a point where people just accept that we going to get killed and start getting mad about a bunch of other extra shit that don't even matter. Right. Who gives a fuck about if I get shot and killed and die? I don't care that somebody recorded it. I care that I'm dead.
Right.
If I could be alive to talk about it, I wouldn't be so concerned about the nigga that recorded me dying. I'll be recorded by the person that was killing me.
Right. I mean, look at George Floyd. He was recorded. You know, Tamir Rice was recorded. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a big thing. Like you think it's going to not happen to a celebrity?
Right.
I don't know what he was thinking with that.
They think they like I was saying, they think they should be what's the word? They should be they're immune to it. Right. Obviously they're not. It's been 2 years and rappers dying every other month. Right. So I don't know why it's surprising now. But they think they're immune to it because they're Takeoff. Right. Because they're Good with the Kid, because they're Pop Smoke, because they're Triple X. Right. They didn't. These people, they think they're immune to it, but obviously it should be clear to you by this point that you are not immune to death. When I say death, a violent death, just because you're a rapper.
So is it to the point where we need to say that, man, if you making a whole bunch of money off of rap and you got all this bread, maybe you shouldn't go back to the hood?
No, because he died at a nice place.
I know, but I'm saying he was around. You know, people want to be like, well, he still was around.
Pop Smoke died. Pop Smoke died in Beverly Hills.
That's right. Yeah.
Pop Smoke. Somebody ran up in his house. He was living in an amazing place that we could only dream of living in.
Exactly.
It
doesn't matter. Like you said,
doesn't matter.
No. You go ahead.
Just like you said, you can't escape it.
Can't.
You know what I mean? No matter where it is. And the problem is maybe that what we're doing instead of helping one another, we taking that bread, we flossing on our brothers. You know what I mean?
That's
it's just like, I got this, I got all this jewelry, I got all this money, you ain't got shit, and I'm gonna get your bitch. You know what I mean? And it's just like niggas, when you hanging around niggas, they know that damn, like you said, like brothers, how we have envy because this nigga got more money than me. Or this brother get more women than me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, you definitely got to move smart. You know what I mean? You got to move a lot smarter.
Right.
Definitely, you want to, I would say, man, move like Lil Durk. Lil Durk was very smart. You know what I mean? Move like him. You know what I'm saying? Like how, you got to get that professional security. You can't get the, when you operating at a certain level, you can't get the homeboy security no more. You know what I'm saying? The homeboy security is going to be, on something totally different. But if you got like, like brothers that are trained, like ISUBK brothers is trained. Right. You get my point? Like that's trained. You see that? You see when the ISUBK did security down there in Houston?
Yeah.
That's different.
Yeah.
That's a different type of security.
Don't talk to nobody.
You get my point? Now, of course, when you operating at that type of a level, you want to have, that good security, that Tekashi security. Right. You know what I mean? Like, and I didn't know.
That's what I was going to bring up next.
Check it out. I'm not going. I'll go ahead and finish your point, please. Go ahead, please.
No, I was going to say the same thing. You know what I mean? Because Tekashi ain't get shot. You know what I mean? This dude, he out and about. You know what I'm saying?
But because Tekashi has the top elite security.
Right. Tekashi, he live in fear.
Those guys, like, I didn't know this. I watched the documentary and they even talking about that security that he actually has.
Word.
He has like the top security. Those security are like ex-Navy SEALs.
Oh shit!
Like they're elite. They're an elite safety group of men. You know what I mean? With like all this kind of tactical training, all that kind of stuff. White boys, you know what I'm saying? White boys is just going to clear the threat. You know what I'm saying?
He really got the type. Like,
yeah,
he got people that killed before.
yeah, he got those type of people.
Overseas.
They're a little pricey, but you know what I'm saying. You can afford it if you on that type of a level.
I done seen Tekashi out a couple times without no security though.
Yeah,
they didn't call him. They didn't call him at the CVS a couple times and walking around.
I'm wondering if he really by himself or if they in the bushes.
You never know. I don't know. I would think having a security is just the presence, just me knowing that security is there.
You know, if I could just add to your point, Cap, like it was a great point. Is like, with Tekashi, right? You know how like he pops up without no security, and he just shows how really bitch made people really are. Because people will say anything. You know how like you got the two dogs that are barking when they're on the other side of the gate. They're both on the other side of the gate. Right. And they're like, man, and when you watching them online, you're like, man, if I ran into him, I'll kill him, man. He a snitch, he a rat. And then you in the Wawa getting a sandwich and that nigga walking the Wawa.
Right.
And you just like, hey, man, let me get a picture, man. You know what I mean? Yo, man, that's dope, man. You know, check out all your albums, man.
This nigga getting a sandwich just like me.
Yeah, let me get a picture with you real quick. Yeah, let me get a picture real quick for you, man. Let me get a picture real quick. Because you really don't know, because you think that you're going to, you really hard and tough. Yeah, but really at the end of the day,
it was an interview. It was a thing where they was doing like a little social experiment where they was talking to people about 6ix9ine.
Yeah.
They was talking to people about 6ix9ine, and then the people say what they said about 6ix9ine, and then they had 6ix9ine pop up.
Right behind, walk up behind you.
To see what they would say afterwards. And like everybody folded because it was security around.
Right.
I wish I was there for that interview.
That'd have been dope.
I wish I was there. This would be like, okay, well, so now what? It was good. That's all you gotta say. That because security ain't gonna whoop your ass if you don't hurt them. Typically, they ain't gonna whoop your ass if you just talking.
Right.
If you just be like, okay, so what's all? So all right, he's still a snitch now.
Right.
So now what?
Right.
They were trying to intimidate people into being cool once they actually saw 6ix9ine in real life.
Right.
Yeah.
I just wish I wish either somebody with some courage was on that video, or I could have been on that video. One of the two.
Right. And so yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Just on a lighter note, man, just to bring it back before we get back into it, man, I want to give a shout out, man, to my cat. Because my cat ran away, man.
Oh, for real?
Ran away, man.
She just left. How long she be gone?
She been gone for 24 hours.
She be back.
Oh man, yo, that's crazy.
She be back, man. She gonna be back when you get back.
My cat is in the alley getting raped. But because I got a girl cat.
Wow, that's how I sound too. Wow.
My cat is in the alleyway getting done in.
Wow.
By a stinking alley cat.
Stinking alley cat. He bite all on it.
Yeah. So I don't look, Cap, I'm not even sure I want her back.
You can stay out there.
You can't come back. She gonna come back here limping.
But you know what's crazy though? I cannot see the cat leaving on the camera. The camera is like I focused in. I really
That's what I'm
studied
saying.
it.
The cat might be still in the crib. It's 24 hours. Maybe the cat like sick, just sitting somewhere. You never know.
I mean, we went through the house. We turned over everything. We lifted up the couches. We
the
lifted
basement.
Up. Yeah, we went everywhere.
In the cupboards.
When did how'd she get out?
I don't know.
Figure out.
I left 2 times. I left out to come to class and came back from class yesterday.
Damn.
Both times I don't see any movement when I came in the door or out the door. Didn't see anything coming out. You know what I'm saying?
You left any windows open or something like that? I
don't know.
Did you
no windows were open.
They leave no windows open.
So
damn.
Damn. And the cat, I really fucked with the cat.
Yeah, the cat was cool.
I grew an attachment to the cat. I never knew that they would be like that, but you know,
that cat cool as hell, man. They come, when you come in the crib, it come down and say what's up. You know what I mean? Message you a little bit, and then it dip off. You know what I mean?
Cat was cool. You know, you got to get your animals, not animals, but particularly cats. You got to get them spayed and neutered because a lot of times that cuts off a lot of their
instincts,
the drive. I don't know about instinct with that drive.
That heatism that they get every now and again.
Because she wanted to go out there and get done in by a stinking alley cat. Hey, look, that's how we are, right? These good women, they want to come and get done in by a nigga. She's on the hood.
So the cat was outside like, is you is or is you ain't?
Hey, look, hey, cat, that motherfucking cat. Singing to the cat, my cat under the crack under the door, the front door.
She got hit by a fuckboy cat, a fuck cat,
right? Yo, that's probably what he was doing, coming up, meowing underneath of the door, like, look, just come on out here. You know what I'm saying? It's real out here. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no owners. I do whatever the hell I want.
The cat was like, you know, I got Netflix back in the alley, don't you?
Yeah.
Come on, man. You play the game, man.
Let me shit.
God damn it. Now my cat is getting ran through.
The cat was like, you know, I got some of that nip
by all those cats in the SPCA.
I got some of that catnip, man.
Yeah,
he gonna
fuck with me.
He gonna come back to his door. His cat gonna be on the front porch like this,
in shame. The cat gonna be ashamed of what you did.
Hey, the cat gonna be shameful, man.
The cat gonna be in shame.
But you know what? But they come back. That's like with a litter,
right?
They come back with a litter. That's fucked up.
That's crazy.
Look, I don't
give
want
me one of the
cat.
If it happened to give me one of the cats, I think one cat gonna die, and we got 2 cats.
Yeah,
I got 2 cats. We got one cat that's like 15 years old. Nope, I'm not bullshitting you. For the 15 years old,
right?
And the other cat's like regular age, like 5 or something like that.
15.
Yeah,
that cat did amazing service. Right. like that cat deserves an honorable, you know what I mean, burial.
Like a real coffin, man.
Yeah, that cat has done amazing service to your family.
Now he act normal as hell. Like he don't act like he about to die.
Right.
But he's old. He's old. So many years go by. It's like, well, this can't go on for so long.
Right.
But when he died, I think we should get. I realized that cats, because we didn't always have 2 cats.
Right.
He was alone for a while, and then we got another cat, and then I realized he got like happier when another cat came around.
Mm-hmm.
So when he died, I think we should get another cat.
Yeah.
Just to so the second cat, the
you
second
gonna get
cat
a kitten or you gonna get like another?
Probably get like a smaller, like a smaller cat, a younger cat.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, hopefully your cat come back, man. You know what
I think it's only been 24 hours. I would give it a little time,
like a week or something.
I would give a week before I start lamenting. me personally.
But then somebody might take it because
you never know.
It's a clean cat.
You never know.
Like a clean
she might
cat.
have somebody else's crib and she might go to a good house again.
I mean, she didn't learn. She was like, man, listen, I was at another house before.
This cat was in the crib. This cat was on the street before.
Right.
Yeah.
So you never know.
Ain't that a bitch?
Somebody will get me.
I gotta say one more thing about Gilly the Kid though.
Okay, yeah, we can go back into it. Let's transition back into it. Let me get your picture back on. Go ahead, Cap.
No, okay, Gilly the kid in the video. Okay, the video, he shouldn't have did the video because, in my opinion, one, you focusing on the person that recorded the death instead of the person that put the bullet in the man's head.
Right.
If you're gonna have the voice to speak on these type of things and people listen to you, why waste time talking about people recording death instead of people who are making death happen? Like it's kind of stupid to you got 1 million views on you right now to spend, and you spend it on y'all niggas need to start recording stuff. Who gives a fuck about recording stuff if death is happening? I don't know who really cares about, as far as like whether or not you living or dying. Nobody cares if the death is recorded. Right. We care more about the death happening. Right. So that was just dumb. That was a waste of time to me. And two. Another other thing that's very sickening in the black community is that towards the end, he was like, the problem is you niggas always doing it. You niggas always recording people dying, which is not fucking true. It's a stigma in the black community where everything negative, black people do. Right. Everything negative is nigga shit. Yeah. Right. Everything negative is, that's that nigga shit that black niggas can't show up on time. We still are? Yes. Yeah, niggas can't show up on time. Niggas don't pay bills on time. Niggas is always poor. Like everything negative is something that's exclusive to black people and niggas, which is bullshit. You know, I know it's bullshit because I've seen 1 million mass shooting videos in white schools recorded by white kids in the school recording. I've seen 1 million videos where some event is getting shot up. Some pandemonium is happening. Some guys coming in, killing everybody in the school, killing everybody at the country festival. Yeah, right. The one they had in Vegas, the country music festival. The one they had in Vegas years ago. Right. And somebody is there recording a white person. The whole giant. But you can. It's 2022. Everybody records everything.
Man, shoot! Before we was able to pull a phone out and record. Let's not forget them folks over in Africa and them folks over in Arab countries was putting it on videotape. Yes. It was a whole DVD.
They had the whole joint like this.
It was a whole DVD out way back in the day.
They had the whole joint like this off to the side.
With a damn chopping niggas' heads off. With a damn skull on the daggone cover of the CD. And you watching the CD, ain't nothing but dudes getting their hands chopped off, getting their head chopped off. Right. And they recorded it.
And fucking Liberia, when they had their revolution, they showed them on camera eating niggas.
Good night.
And cutting the hearts out and eating motherfuckers. It's like every little... and black people do it a lot. Right. Where every little thing that's negative that people shouldn't do, that it somehow get pinned on niggas do this. Right. When people record death on videotape all the time. And you gotta take, like I said, the good kid, he's somebody that got a guaranteed 1 million views. He say something, he say something right after somebody died or some crazy happened, he got a guaranteed 500,000 views. Everybody gonna hear it. And he spent his time telling me that niggas, you the ones that always recording death. You need to respect death more. Bullshit. Right. Bullshit. I need to figure out how in the black community can we not hate each other so much, because what you telling me is not going to make me not want to kill black people. Right. That's the problem.
And Gilly, and then it's like Gilly, he tried to play both sides of the fence too, because in one second you want to be, you want to be the old nigga trying to school the young niggas, you know what I'm saying, about something. That's what it is. And then on the flip side of that, you want to be the gangster nigga. You want to be the young nigga. You want to be on the young nigga shit and be out on some street shit whenever somebody say something that you don't like. You know what I mean? Bro. That's so come on now. You know what I'm saying? You know who do that too? T.I. T.I. does that too, where he tries to play, he tries to play expeditiously, he tries to do all of that. But then on the flip side of that, he want to be the nigga that want to go on the gangster shit and be on the street shit too. But then on the flip side of that, you want to be out there with Tamika Mallory, you know what I mean, on the line for Black Lives Matter and all that other kind of stuff. Like, come on. And then you want to tell people to vote and get out and vote and all that. You know what I'm saying? But then you want to be on some gangster shit. It's like, come on, man. We don't know. The people don't know what the hell you what side you on, what you stand for, you know what I mean? I guess it just depends on the situation.
Yeah, it depends on when it's time to make some money.
What's hot?
That's what all it matters. When it's time to rap it's time to talk about some, flipping bricks, and I'm a rubber man, and I'm getting all this money.
Yeah.
And then when it's time to make money from being political, it's time to do that. That's really all it is. Like, politicians, they just do it whenever rappers in that way. Rappers, it's a lot of times, it's convenient. Like in that way, rappers are just like politicians. Whatever is making money at the time, whatever is getting bills paid, that's what they do.
I mean, that's what it is. Because a lot of times, that's the kind of. Because Dame Dash came out and said some stuff recently too about the whole Kanye thing. Mm-hmm. But that's the one thing I will respect that he was saying. He was like, he would have chose Kanye over Jay-Z because at least Kanye does it for the art, Jay-Z does it for the money. And you can tell. You can tell.
The recent situation crystallizes that fact.
Come.
Yeah, Dame Dash is dope. Yeah, he's dope.
Yeah.
A lot of these cats, man, you know what I mean? Like, well, I guess it just comes with growth.
Yeah.
Like how, like at 1 minute they're like saying this and that, and then the next minute they're saying something different. But I will say that, it comes with growth.
Yeah.
And then
I think it's, sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, as far as you say, 1 minute they saying this and 1 minute they saying that, we got to realize in our belief system, we have a very specific code of conduct. I put it that for people that wouldn't understand. And being that way, things that are contradictory to us aren't contradictory to them.
Right.
So that's why it seems like 1 minute he said this and 1 minute he said that. Like we're gonna get into it later. But Kyrie Irving, he was like on a press conference, he was talking about how he was talking about, researching and looking for his identity.
Right.
And at the same time saying, I don't have anything against any particular ethnic group.
Right.
Those things to us are contradictory.
Right.
To be looking for your identity as an Israelite and I have no issue with any ethnic group.
That's
to us,
right.
To how we do things, that's very contradictory. To him, you can do both. You can look for your identity and not have any issue with any ethnic group.
Right.
And I get what you're saying as far as growth, but I think the problem is with us, we know the right way to do things.
Right.
And we upset when people don't do that.
Right. Because Kyrie came out and apologized, didn't he?
I guess sure. It wasn't the best apology. It was more so like,
like, God damn it, I'm sorry.
The apology put on Instagram, the written apology you talking about?
Oh, it's a written joint?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. I didn't know it was written. I just saw
it was an apology. He was saying what he said from the beginning, from that first press conference, that over and over again. That
take responsibility for what he
take responsibility for what I posted. I don't believe everything that what was said in the documentary.
Right.
I'm just trying to find who I am.
What's wrong with that?
I don't have any issue with any particular ethnic group. Everything that I've heard him say was pretty much the same thing over and over again. It wasn't like an apology, like what I said was wrong. Right. What I did was wrong. I shouldn't have posted that.
I should have never said Hebrews and Negroes.
Yeah, it was nothing like that. I haven't seen anything like that.
Gotcha. Because like I'm like, and I'm still like I've seen,
it was like an apology where you trying to like basically say, I'm sorry I hurt your feelings.
Right.
But it wasn't like a real like
I'm really so
bowing down to you. I think what they trying to do next is do that to where they get him to really, turn around and take it up to behind about the situation.
So like if he apologizes, right, or if he doesn't apologizes, will he be playing basketball next year?
No. If he doesn't apologize?
Either way. If he apologizes,
he'd be playing basketball next year.
I don't think so.
Why you say that?
I just don't.
I mean, it might be for the.
I don't think
the next.
I don't think because you know what, they starting to treat they treat him like Kanye too. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like I had a discussion with my cousin. He's an older gentleman, and he was like, man, he always saying some crazy stuff. You know what I mean? We shouldn't care about. We don't care about your opinion. You're in the league. You get a check from the white man. So therefore, you should just shut up and play basketball.
Yeah,
I hate
this. This is from black. This is from my black person.
That comes from a place of slavery and poverty.
You know who else? You know who else I hate? I hate Stephen A. Smith.
The dirty motherfucker. And I've grown.
Did you see the video I sent you today?
Yes.
I said this is why I hate Stephen A. Smith.
These motherfuckers. And I've grown. I've grown a what's the opposite of an affinity? I've grown a disdain. I've grown a disdain recently I always had a disdain for Charles Barkley, but I recently really grew a disdain for Shaq.
Oh shit!
Because he mirrored what Charles Barkley said about this whole Kyrie Irving situation.
He's you know what? He's a big 7 foot
pussy,
7 foot tall, dumb, empty suit. You know what I mean? Weasel. You know what I mean? And he is going to pander. You know what I mean? He is a perfect example of what Damon Wayans was saying when they go out and they get somebody rich. And they say, what do you think about slavery? And he's going to say, well, if I didn't heard about slavery, I never experienced it. You know what I mean? He's the cat that's going to come out and he's going to down talk. They always get Shaq, they get Charles Barkley. And then you can understand why Charles Barkley go out there because he got a white woman in his bed.
Right.
He's married to a white woman. So he's always going to take the side of white people because, he didn't already, bent over and gave his ass up, you know what I mean, to anything that any black issue that comes across, that they ask his opinion on, he's always going to side with the other side.
Charles Barkley used to be a nigga too. That's crazy.
But now we're talking about it, so let's just segue into it. All right. So let's segue into it. So with Kyrie Irving, right? With Kyrie Irving, they said that he got suspended for 5 games, and also he said that he would pay $500,000 of his money to the ADL.
Damn, for real.
The Anti-Defamation League. I believe they rejected it because he didn't give an official apology. But I'm not sure what's going on with that because he did. I think after that he put the shit on Instagram, and yeah.
And then you know what? $500,000.
Recently, before you go on, recently, just like I think a few hours ago, Nike suspended his endorsement and said they're gonna pause his release of the next shoe they're gonna put out with him.
Okay, so the movie is up, on Amazon Prime. You can rent it right now, Amazon Prime. You can get the movie, which they are so, but the scriptures say that they want to make their tongue to fall on themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because now that they put so much emphasis on trying to get black people to not watch this movie, now everybody's going to run out and watch the movie.
Yeah.
And so what they would have been better off doing is just not saying anything,
right?
And just not doing anything,
right?
Because then they would have just passed and nobody would have gave a damn about what he was tweeting. Right. But because they put so much emphasis on it and because they're trying to keep black people from understanding that truth, they're going to make black people be more persistent on trying to understand what's going on.
Right.
Because let me tell you something, man, black people ain't stupid.
Nah.
And they're gonna start to see that what they're trying to do by just trying to get black people to just move on and just forget about all this. Black people are going to start to say, you know what? Wait a minute, whoa. You know what I'm saying? Right. Yeah, something ain't right. Let's see what's going on about this. This Jew thing. Let me see why they keep saying anti-Semitic. I've seen so many people pulling out the definition of anti-Semitism is just crazy. Right. You know what I'm saying? TikTok videos, Instagram videos, YouTube videos, everybody's talking about, and what's so great is that, you know what I'm saying, the Lord moved it years ahead. He pushed the truth years ahead that it would take us to get to that point.
In a month.
Yeah.
In a month.
Yeah.
The Lord pushed that joint so much further, you know what I mean? And I believe it's because of the work that the brother's been putting in.
Damn right.
The Lord said, you know what, I'm going to do this for y'all. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord is putting that thing up on the forefront.
That's
right. You know what I'm saying? And it's only so long that we're going to keep seeing men get beat, you know what I'm saying, in front of us. You know what I'm saying? For saying and speaking up and having, free speech to say what they want. It's only going to be so long before we start to separate. Right. And once we start to separate, then that's when we're going to really start to see the revolution that we really are talking about. Because at this point, the revolution is not with guns. It's not with any of that. The revolution has got to be with us separating and coming back and loving each other. Right, and loving each other and dealing with each other and preferring each other.
It's mainly mentally and spiritually.
Right.
Thought, what you believe.
And when we fall away from them, oh my God, it's going to be such a great thing.
It's going to be a great thing, but it's also going to be something to see how much the oppressor hates us. You know what I mean? Because they're going to get to a point where they're going to be like, all right, then, that's what y'all want to do? You know what I'm saying? Right. That's what y'all want to do? Then we putting cases on all you niggas. You know what I'm saying? Then it's really going to start coming out because they're going to see, and it's going to be a good thing because we're going to start really relying on one another You know what I mean? And separating ourselves. I look forward to that.
And don't force and this is the thing, because we understand the truth. You know what I'm saying? But don't think for a second. You know what I mean? I'm not saying you could think for a second, but I'm just saying for anybody else, don't think for a second that. You know what I'm saying? Once we start doing the right thing, that, you know what I'm saying, anything won't be possible. Right. Because remember, the Maccabees went up against the Greek Empire. You know what I'm saying? And they won. You know what I mean? So anything is possible once we got the Lord on our side. So for anybody that think that like they can just keep handle this any kind of way forever, that day is over. Yeah, you know what I mean? Niggas ain't stupid no more. Niggas is reading books. Niggas is learning. Sisters are learning. You know what I mean? We all collectively as a whole. Now, some of us are being still trying to stay stagnant and trying to hold up progress. You know what I'm saying? Like, i.e. Charles Barkley and Shaq and all them other kind of stupid cats, the conscious community, all of them still trying to hold up process. But at the same time, eventually this thing is going to be so big that they're going to just have to get out the way.
It's undeniable.
Yeah.
I feel like everything that's happening right now with being an Israelite and being black people being Israelites and being Jews, being so much in the forefront in the media right now, it really when we see people trying to cancel Kanye West and Kyrie Irving, it's really just them trying so hard to keep the lie alive.
Keep the lie alive.
Yeah.
And that's really all it is. It's really just we have this so-called Jewish people. They have this thing that they got over the planet.
Right.
They got this thing in their hand. They got this thing going on for them as far as not just as far as how they manipulate everybody and how they not manipulate, but what's the word I'm looking for? How they eat off of everybody. Right. How they live and how they benefit off of everybody else's suffering, or black people suffering in particular. It's not just they got that idea and they got that truth in their pocket too. But not only do they have that we're God's chosen people. They have that in their pocket. They have we're Moses, right? We're Jesus. For those Jewish people that believe in that, we're Jesus. We're Aaron. We're Ezekiel. We're Noah. Right. We're all these great people that all these famous religions are built off. We're those people, right? And ultimately, you all come from us. They have that in their pocket. Mm-hmm. And right now, what Kanye West is doing and Kyrie Irving doing is putting what we do on the forefront of taking that away from them, right? And showing who truly has that in their pocket. And all this canceling is just really just them desperately trying to put fear in everybody's heart and try to discredit everything they're saying, right? So they can hold on to the power that they've had. That's right, for hundreds, thousands of years.
And kind of for me, it's like that's why. Now you're hearing about all the other crazy stuff that they said in the past, right? Prior to this. Now it's like you can't, like, the conversation isn't, oh man, what he's saying is so heavy. The conversation is, man, this nigga always saying something crazy and outlandish. Right. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Look at Kanye West. He's a nut. He was just with Donald Trump. He want me to follow Donald Trump. Right. But it doesn't matter what who the Jew is. You know what I mean? This nigga crazy. He got mental issues. Look at Kyrie Irving. Wasn't he just talking about flat earth?
He was talking about he wasn't taking the vaccine.
Yeah, wasn't taking the vaccine. Yeah, you know what I mean. They want to bring up all that past shit, but the fact of the matter is, and then I said, you know what, shit. Every shit, you could flip a coin many times. It's going to always turn on each side. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Somebody always going to be right. You know what I mean?
Eventually,
the fullest person will be right sometimes. Yeah. You know what I mean? He actually right about this.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Command. Joe Hyman said this class. I think yesterday he said that. The problem with Kanye West, and this is part of Kyrie's problem too, if we're going to be honest about it, is that they have the internet. Yeah. Their problem, if you could boil it down to it, they have the internet. The thing is, the truth is also on the internet. Right. So you might pick up the truth on the internet along with flat earth, along with a bunch of other conspiracy theories and vaccination conspiracy theory. You know, you might pick up a bunch of bullshit along with that with the Israelites, which is the ultimate truth the thing that we want to get out. Mm-hmm. That's the problem. And then but the problem is that they try to throw all these other things that's going on. Even that documentary, I haven't watched it before, and I've heard there's a lot of shit that we don't believe in. Definitely we don't agree with. Right. There's a lot of shit in there that we wouldn't say, we wouldn't endorse, but we do endorse. Hebrews and Negroes. Right. That statement we right wake there. Up Black America. And I think and the thing is too is we mad about Kyrie posting a screenshot of a documentary he was watching, and the title said, Hebrews to Negroes, Wake Up Black America. The vast majority of people, including myself, have not watched that documentary.
Right.
Very few people leading to his canceling had watched that entire documentary, read the book, know what it is. So the ultimate problem, the reason why he's being canceled is because that statement is being blasted on a major stage on top of what Kanye West already said.
Right.
So it's like you can feel, it almost feels like there's a panic. Like somebody behind closed doors is panicking to make sure that these niggas shut the fuck up about all this old Hebrew, the Negro, Israelite, we the true Jews, blood of Christ bullshit these niggas is talking about. Right. Because if it keep going on, more famous people will say it, and before you know it, everybody will believe it, and then the jig is up. We can't rule the planet anymore.
You know what's crazy? Dope. That's right there. Yeah. If I could, I want to hone in on that. What you saying right there. That's it. You said it right there. That's exactly what it is.
That's what it is.
Like
that's what it is.
They do not want damn, you drop that shit heavy.
Everything else is a play. Everything else, even this whole anti-Semitic shit is a play.
Right.
It's just a strategy. The flat earth shit is a strategy. Kanye West being crazy, even though he is a strategy. It's just a play. It's just to distract you from what these brothers want you to know. Right. And these brothers want you to know they're Israelites.
Right, because like when you get go ahead, I'm sorry, go ahead. I want you to say something. Go ahead.
No, what I was gonna say is because guess what? Guess who else ain't watched the documentary? All them Jewish people.
Yes, them Jewish motherfuckers did not watch that video.
They did not watch
that video.
Them people that was on front.
All they saw was the head page and said, this is anti-Semitic.
That's all they saw.
This is hateful.
And that's hate. That's what I'm really trying to get across to a lot of these people. They be like, that's like, no, he should apologize. What is he apologizing for? Well, because what's said in the documentary, I was like, let me tell you something.
They didn't even see it.
They didn't see it. I am telling you, because it says Hebrews to Negroes.
That's why he can cancel.
Because he's saying Jews are black.
No shit.
That's it. That's what's scary to them. That's the Psalms 83 right there. We messing with the crafty council.
Real shit.
You know what I'm saying?
And nobody wants to talk about that. And that's how I know that it's the truth.
Right.
Because nobody is talking about the simple. Nobody said no. Not yet. It's going to happen eventually, I believe. Right. But nobody's sitting down and have a conversation about whether or not to discredit it or to prove it, whether or not black people are Israelites or have any claim to being the chosen people of God or being Jews. Nobody is having that conversation. They're just segueing into a bunch of other shit that Kyrie Irving and Kanye West ain't even really worried about right now.
Right.
Kanye West ain't worried about some shit he said back then. He ain't worried. Kyrie Irving ain't worried about vaccines or being the flat Earth. Right now, we all worried about this Hebrews and Negroes. We're worried about this black people being Israelites.
Right.
That's all we're worried about. But y'all point to a bunch of other shit, a bunch of super specific things that don't matter.
Mm-hmm.
And you point to that because you want to get away from this thing that we all care about. That we all this one fact that we all believe that we want to get out, that you want to stop, and it's just so evident that it's so evident that they're panicking to stop this one thing.
Because like you said, once you get to that level, there's things you cannot say. You can't say, you can't do, you can't associate with.
Right.
So, when you at that level, like with 30 million followers like Kanye got, you can't say what you want to say.
That's right.
Which shows that, these entertainers that we look up to, that you think they have power, and you see that they don't. They have no power.
They got power over us, but they don't got power over the niggas that pay their bills.
Like they like to say is that it's because because Kyrie Irving is in the NBA. You know what I mean? He's supposed to care about more with his
the team.
Care about more the team than anything that he's like, because he works for this organization. He represents the organization. Therefore, he cannot speak his mind.
That's some bullshit. What other job do? You care about the job more than your fucking religion?
The crazy part is, here's the crazy part.
I hate fucking you saying that shit. Stephen A. Smith is talking about that shit.
What other job do you do where you got to care about the job more than you care about your fundamental beliefs?
Here's the crazy part.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Here's the crazy part. Because of social media. Because of social media, there's people out here, right, that'll put their jobs on their social media. But they don't understand that there is a written law within your organization that says if you put our name on your social media, you represent us. So you can't say anything that you want to say because it might impact.
And the NBA is the same way. NFL, NBA is the same way.
Right. But my thing is, like you were saying earlier, well, then get another job.
Yes. Kyrie Irving, the argument many people are going to say is that he should just shut up and dribble.
Right.
He played for the Knicks. He played for the Nets.
Right.
He played for the NBA. If he's going to be a part of this organization and have this job, he can't be having all these divisive conversations, whether or not it's true. Right. And many black people will say that. Many black people will say, man, you work for the NBA, man, whether it's true or not. Man, you trying to get this money. You trying to get this money. You gotta get this money, and you can't be worried about other shit. You can't be worrying about these white folks. That's in essence, that's true because on paper, the NBA has many rules and regulations about what you can and cannot do and cannot say. Right. And that's true. And when it comes down to it, Kyrie Irving does not have to play for the NBA. Right. He doesn't have to play. He doesn't do anything for anybody in public in the public sphere. Right. And when it comes down to it, that brother is going to have to be, if he want to hold on to his integrity. Right. He's going to have to be willing to not ever play in the NBA ever again. Everything. You know what, y'all said, if he really cares about the truth like you say he do.
Y'all said something heavy earlier when we was talking about this, talking about the revolution is not a secret. It can't be secretive. Y'all was saying something like that. You know what I mean? Like how you were saying if somebody was to come up to Shaq and be like, "Hey man, that's messed up what you say." Right. Like Shaq might be on. No,
he was saying Captain Zion once say a strong point. He said all these niggas in Hollywood and whatnot think they want to be think they're the spook that sat by the door. Right. So they're not.
Right, because you think like, well, we're just gonna handle it by just being covert. Yeah. So so don't say what you gotta say. See, we gotta get this money, and then once we get this money, we'll be able to feed our family. You know what I'm saying? We can say we want to say once we get the money, but right now we gotta get the money. Right. Nigga, you've been getting money. Nigga, you've been getting money for 30 years. Right. When you gonna be able to? How many millions of dollars you need? Nigga, we've been getting money since 1865. If I
what
may.
The fuck can we say we want to say?
Right. We think, you know what it is?
I gotta get this white bitch.
You know what they think? They think they're gonna change the world from the inside.
Right. Yes.
You know, and just like
the last 100 niggas.
Like the general said, like that cat who joined the police, that black dude who joined the police force because he think he gonna change from the inside. He think
I didn't talk to niggas like that in the military.
I really ain't about this. I'm really a thug.
And he think he gonna join the police station and be John Shaft. You know what I mean? But what's going to happen is, like the general say, they're going to change you.
You gonna be in there selling all the crack. You gonna be in the police force selling all the dope.
Right, you think you're gonna be John Shaft?
He ain't gonna be able to sleep at night.
Yeah. You think you're gonna be Shaq and Charles Barkley saving the black community. You're gonna be Shaq and Charles Barkley fucking the black community over every chance you get. You trying to pay your bills in your mansion. Yeah, you try to keep your white wife happy.
I like courtside tickets.
Yeah, you know, and then you know one thing else too. You know what I'm saying? He called him an idiot.
Yes.
He said we gotta come out here and we gotta.
Man, I gotta say something about that. So.
We have to. I got you. I'm gonna set it up real quick. Go ahead. So he said, yo, you know, we gotta. Every time, you know, we gotta come on here and we gotta, you know, we the ones that gotta answer for this idiot. You know, that's what Shaq said.
This Shaq, man.
What Shaq said and what Charles Barkley said about Kyrie Irving is absolutely disgusting. Because in essence, we in 2022 in the United States of America, and two black men are calling another black man idiot.
These motherfuckers.
They're calling a black man idiot because he decided to read a book.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Because he decided to watch a documentary.
Educate himself.
Because he decided to learn something that was different than what Master decided to teach.
Damn.
That's really what's happening.
That's really what it is.
When you break it down, when you really look at it and you really look at all the nuances of what's going on. Charles Barkley and Shaq got on that TV and called another black man dumb and stupid and ignorant and dumb because he decided to learn something that the slave master decided wasn't appropriate.
Right.
And after all this time, you would think that we would escape that. You would think that we escaped the dynamic of this black person loves his slave master. This black person wants to escape his slave master, and the one that loves his slave master has to find a way to keep the one that want to get free in line, so he don't lose his job. Right. And that's what fucking the nigga said. He said, now we got to go out and talk for this idiot. Meaning Charles Barkley and Shaq believe, knowing that they're black people, right, and that Kyrie is black, they got to go clear up this rebellious nigga, this uppity nigga. We got to make sure he in line so Master don't come down on us. That's essentially what the niggas are saying.
That's heavy. What it sound like, you got it.
What it sound like, what Charles Barkley and Shaq is saying is, we got to coon more.
Yes,
and we don't want to. We already cooning enough.
Essentially, he's saying
now we got to coon more.
Essentially, this uppity nigga that want to run away from the plantation is fucking it up for us,
right,
and making us look bad because we black and he talking against the Massa. So we got to go on TV and make sure, hey Massa, we it's good. That nigga's stupid, Massa. I don't know what's wrong with him.
He one of the bad apples.
Nigga, it's like the same shit from 1762. It's the same thing over and over again, and these dumb niggas think they evolved. You didn't evolve. You just get beat less. You didn't evolve, and you didn't evolve. Now instead of whooping you in your back, they take your endorsements away.
Damn.
They take your paycheck away. You're not a billionaire anymore. You're not in the NBA anymore. They do something different to take your power away instead of just straight up killing you or beating you. But it's the same shit since Kunta Kinte. It's the same exact thing. And these niggas, Charles Barkley and Shaq, then they like, we're some evolved black people that have risen above the dynamics of being black. Nigga, you a nigga. You a high paid slave.
Damn.
That shuck and jive very well for your master. And you destroy your people and destroy the people that are trying to free you. Kyrie Irving, people like Kanye Irving, Kanye West, and most importantly, your brothers and sisters in the ISGBK would free Shaq, would free Charles Barkley, but they so scared of taking a risk. They can't even support the people who are trying to free them and give them true salvation.
Most high in Christ, man. That's right. When you lay down with fleas, you know what I mean? When you lay down with dogs, Charles Barkley, you rise up, you lay up, you wake up with fleas. All right?
Bitch ass nigga, them niggas some hoes. So that's them niggas some hoes. That is and I kind of like Shaq just as a person, but that nigga's a hoe.
Shaq is
punk ass, bitch ass, crooked ass cop.
Goliath size whore.
Goliath size whore. And guess what? I got it right here. It says, and then they keep saying, do you want to say sorry? Do you want to apologize for what you said? I mean, do you want to apologize? And he's like, well, I'm just, I don't agree with everything from the documentary. It's like, well, I mean, but do you want to apologize for what you said? I mean, do you really want to apologize? Like, they are really they're trying to get this apology out of this man.
Right.
And then guess what this other woman said who was talking to Shaq? She said, he should be punished. They should punish him. I mean, all he did was he tweeted a picture of Hebrews and Negroes that was on Amazon, but nobody's going after Jeff Bezos. And everybody keeps saying that. Nobody's going after Jeff Bezos. Why ain't nobody going after Jeff Bezos? So I want to ask that question to y'all. Why ain't nobody going after Jeff Bezos?
What was their answer?
Huh?
What was the answer?
What?
Are you asking or did somebody ask that?
No, I'm asking you. I'm asking y'all. I want to present the question to the room because everybody is saying, okay, the first point I wanted to make before I get ahead of myself, the first point I wanted to make was that she keeps saying the people that was, talking to Shaq, the white woman, it was a white woman, it was a black man, and it was Shaq and Charles Barkley. The white woman kept saying, he should be punished. He should be punished. He should be punished. And I'm like, damn, they treat us like kids. This is a grown man. And what the hell you mean he should be punished? And this is the rhetoric that they spew. And then also when they start talking that anti-Semitism, they start talking about Hitler. They start trying to associate black men with Hitler, which is not possible.
Which is it's just like it's a play. It's just it's a tug on your heartstrings.
Right.
That's all that fucking shit is.
But my question would be, because I've been seeing all over social media, TikTok, Instagram.
People have been saying that a lot.
People have been saying, well, the movie that the documentary that he is referring to is on Netflix platform. I mean, not Netflix.
No,
Amazon's platform,
yeah.
right? It's on Amazon's platform. The documentary's on Amazon's platform. So why isn't Jeff Bezos put under the same scrutiny that he's being put under when it's on his platform? Right. So I want to ask. So I want to give, because a lot of black people are asking this question. So I want to present that question to y'all. And I'll just throw it up in the room, you know what I'm saying? And y'all can answer it in the chat too if y'all want to. Why isn't Jeff Bezos put under the same scrutiny as Kyrie Irving when that the documentary that he tweeted out was on Amazon's platform? So why isn't they saying Jeff Bezos is supporting anti-Semitism?
Shit, the same reason why they ain't saying nothing about what's that the dude that do the music. The boy that went on there and was like, I gotta feed my family.
Leor Cohen.
Yeah. Oh, the same reason why I ain't saying nothing about him and what he doing. You know what I mean?
He got too much. You saying because he got? Oh, why? Why you said that?
I mean, because it's they benefiting off of it.
You know what I think? You know what I think?
Wow.
I'll just be straight up. This is exactly what came to my mind. Exactly. The reason that they're not going after Jeff Bezos is because Jeff Bezos is not a slave.
Right.
Yeah, Jeff Bezos is not a Negro.
Right.
Jeff Bezos is not a Negro.
Right.
And he ain't gonna tell the rest of it. There's no worry about Jeff Bezos telling the rest of the Negroes that they're Hebrews.
Right.
There's no worry about that.
Right.
There's no. And before Kyrie Irving said anything, I heard about this book. I heard about the book. I know it's a documentary.
Yeah, I seen it.
I know it's both. I know it's a book and a documentary.
The book sucks.
Yeah.
But before, I heard the documentary was pretty bad too.
Yeah,
the book sucks.
Speaking of that, somebody is a brother near to our heart on here, Captain Kadazar. Check out some of his books.
Damn right.
I didn't know the name of the books before I could keep talking about it. I got both of them. And
Came from the East.
Became from the East. What's the other one?
And oh shit.
It's about Issachar.
I forget. Oh shit, I can't think of it. Right.
Shout out to Captain Kadazar.
Check out We Came from the East on Amazon. Check out We Came from the East on Amazon by Captain Kadazar. But and these books about, there's many books about
I got the book.
Black people being Israelites. Before Kyrie Irving said anything about it, you probably wouldn't know about it on a mainstream level. Right. And that's really all it was. He was somebody who exposed this information on a mainstream level, on top of him being a Negro, on top of him being a black person, being somebody who can influence the thoughts and the minds of other black people, of other Negroes, to make sure they believe that they're Hebrews. Mm-hmm. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. I don't really believe in the conspiracy theory shit, but at this point, I'm convinced that there's some Jewish man behind closed doors somewhere saying, please make sure these niggas don't think they're Israelites.
Right, that's right. In your face, conscious community.
Because it's
in your face.
Because it's like, why is this that offensive? Like, I don't see why is this that offensive other than me simply saying that I'm an Israelite being a threat to your claim that you're Jewish.
Right. And that's the thing. You know, Jeff Bezos, man, how much he worth? Like what, 200 billion?
All the billions.
Yeah, go ahead and take a billion.
Billions.
You know, he gonna be like, this with Jeff Bezos. If they ask Jeff Bezos why it's on his platform, he gonna be like, get the fuck out my face. That's what he gonna say to him.
He gonna throw 100K in their face. Right? He gonna throw 100. Why's 100? This is gonna be bands 100K. Every time $100,000.
Yeah. Fuck out my face, man.
That's how you gonna hear that shit. That shit gonna hit your face too, like.
Yeah. So that's why, you know what I'm saying?
None of that shit.
You know,
man, buy the book.
Nigga, I don't know what's on that goddamn site.
Yeah, I don't know what's on that damn site.
You think I didn't know nothing about it?
That's the real thing.
I didn't think about it.
That's the real thing. Jeff Bezos don't know what the fuck that's on that Amazon site. Get too busy getting money.
Like he sit there and
he sit there and watch every submission to his goddamn site.
Right.
You don't know half of the shit that's being sold on that site.
Some of the books that's on that daggone site, Man, shoot. Let them say something like something.
I got a lot of books off.
Yeah, we got a lot of books off.
Shout
of
out
that
to Jeff Bezos.
Camp Guns got some shit they call "We Came from the East." Right now. Go ahead and buy that. Jeff Bezos ain't worried about every little thing that's on his goddamn site.
Shout out to Jeff Bezos.
Money.
Jeff Bezos is actually a pretty decent guy to me. I mean, I get all the books I want on time. I get all the equipment that we order.
Damn
you know,
right.
everything that we talking to y'all on. Right. Matter of fact, this is from Jeff Bezos. Shalaka, y'all. Let me real quick. Yeah, I was getting too
hype.
Yeah, I was getting too hype. Give me 1 second, y'all. Coming right now. Bong. All right, we back, right? So yeah, Shalaka, I was getting too excited. You know what I mean? Banging on the damn table. But yeah, shout out to Jeff Bezos, man. You know what I'm saying? He has done a wonderful thing for the truth by giving us all of our equipment that we need to bring this truth.
Damn right. So your library, books, everything you need.
Yeah, so in your face, TITF, man. Take it in the face. All you conscious community cats, you know what I'm saying, who've been trying to teach everybody that they Egyptians when, you know what I mean, nobody give a damn about you being Egyptian, because on a national scale, we see that the only power is in telling black people that they the Israelites, man. So if you want to get with it now, if you don't get with it now, man, then you just sit back, man, and watch.
I don't want them niggas to get with it.
You know what I'm saying?
No, you Egypt. Whatever the Kemet. I don't want nobody get with it now. No, stay on that side where you was at.
Yeah.
When you was talking all that shit.
Yeah.
On the comments, on the corner.
Yep.
Stay just where you was at. Where you had the Ankh on. Keep the Ankh. Don't now because Kanye said now you want to believe what the fuck I've been saying. Fuck all that, man.
Yeah. You know, they my name is Baba Ankh.
On a national scale, on a national scale, on a national mainstream scale, nobody gives a fuck about you being Egyptian.
Right.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a fuck about you being Kemet. We can all care less.
Yeah.
Because that's what they want you to believe. You didn't realize.
Right.
If you didn't think about it, if you didn't realize it, they all want you to think that you're Egyptian.
Right.
They want you to believe you're Kemet.
Right.
They want you to be in the tombstone. Look at the hieroglyphs. Oh, man, my granddaddy.
Right.
That's what they want you to be doing.
Right.
That does nothing for nobody to know that your granddaddy worshipped the goddamn a cat.
Right.
A hairless cat back in 5000 BC.
Yeah, you know what's funny?
They want you to take pictures like go over there like this.
Like this.
Right.
Oh, no, they're doing it. Keep doing it.
That's what they want you to do.
Oh, do it again.
That's what the fuck they want you to do. That's what they want. That's why nobody cares. I don't be setting the show. If Kanye West saying, "Yeah, we really the Canisians,
Right?
We really Egyptians." You know what I'm saying? They hiding their truth from us.
Mm-hmm.
He would still be a billionaire right now.
Right.
And Kyrie Irving posted a book that said, "Egyptians to Negroes." Nobody would give a fuck.
Nobody would give a damn.
We wouldn't even know about it.
No, we wouldn't.
Like right now, we talk about on the show. We wouldn't even know he posted that.
Right.
Right.
We wouldn't even know unless we follow Kyrie Irving and look at his fucking stories.
Right.
Nobody would even care.
Nobody.
Because it's bullshit.
Right.
Right. And Pan-Africanism and they, all that is bullshit. Yep. We'll bring it up one more time.
Niggas argue to death about that shit too.
Yeah, they do.
Damn sand and stones and pyramid argue to death about a nigga worshiping a fucking cat and a hippo.
Yeah.
Niggas argue down about that shit. See, that book was wrote by a white man. I can't tell. I can't tell the way he acted. This shit was black as fuck.
So the conscious community, man, TITF, man, this is your acronym, man. Take it in the face, man. You know what I mean?
I think it's like
take it in the face.
I think it's a nail in the coffin for the conscious.
It's definitely
that's right.
You know, I was thinking about it. It was a long time ago. Well, it's a little clip with Richard Pryor. He goes into the caves and he was like, "Man, damn, look at shit. All these is black. They was all black." And then they closed the cave on it and shit. Yeah, because they don't want that shit to get out. They don't want this truth to get out. Mm-hmm. That everybody in this book, in the Bible, man, is black. Mm-hmm. They don't want it to get out that, you know what I mean, that we was all over the place back in the day. We had power, you know, certain places or certain positions of power. Just like you got Colin, what's the bull, the General Bull.
Which one?
Condoleezza Rice and Colin Powell.
Colin Powell.
You know what I mean? Like you have people that have positions of power, but they want to say that that was a white dude. You know what I mean? Nah, man. Let me tell you something. That book is predominantly black.
Think about Colin Powell though. They look at Colin Powell as a he's a 4-star general, right?
Right.
A 5-star general. I believe. Yeah, he's a 5-star general. I mean, he knew military strategy.
Yeah.
He studied all that, but yet he couldn't get black people free.
Could not get a black man.
So I mean, come on.
He couldn't come up with no strategy.
Yeah. Like you, I mean, he arguably is one of the greatest generals that has black generals that has fought for the American army.
How many black generals has there even been?
I don't even think it's been any. and you know what I mean? He's arguably one of the best. He's a 5-star general. Like he literally has all the war strategy, everything, but he cannot figure out how to free his own people. Because
he don't care.
So it just means absolutely nothing.
He didn't care about that. He put on
shout out to Blake, man. Blake Baraya Bean. That's a hell of a name, Baraya Bean. All right, yeah. Priest Officer Haward, man. All right, Haward, man. I see you with the Zephaniah 3:19, man. Shout out to everybody, man. We got 10 people watching, man. We got 4 likes, man. Let's get them up. All right. Jeff Bezos, man. Look, and then we'll of course we'll talk about this tomorrow. Of course, we'll talk about this again tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Because I guess, it's a hot topic, and also, man, we'll be, visiting. What's that?
6.5% of the generals in the army, at least, are black.
6%?
6.5%.
Out of 100?
Yeah, that's higher than I thought it was going to be, though.
Damn, that's like 90% white.
Yeah, more like it's probably a few Hispanics in there, though.
Yeah.
That's all just black.
Yeah, that's crazy. So yeah, man. All right. So all right, man. So what y'all think? Y'all want to keep going or what?
Is there any like lighthearted stuff?
Yeah, I do got one.
Important shit.
Okay, so okay. Oh, real quick. It was a black woman, man, who got free from some white man who had her in the basement.
Good night. Not another one.
Yeah, she was in the basement of a crib. She was in the basement of a crib getting tortured and raped repeatedly for a month.
It sounds like a dead giveaway.
Yeah, she got free.
Remember that story?
Yeah.
Dead giveaway?
Dead giveaway.
You like seen a white girl in the neighborhood? Dead giveaway.
Dead giveaway.
But check this out though. They found when she got free, she ran to a neighbor in the neighborhood. When she got out, she was able to break free. She had like BDSM stuff on, like a collar.
Oh, dang.
And this is why, and this real quick, we ain't got to go into it too deep, and this just shows black women, man, y'all need to come home, man.
Listen,
y'all need to come home under the protection. She was just out, and she got abducted by this white man who had her in the basement, man. I mean, black women, look, y'all got to come home, man, under the protection of black men, because and you got to do it, man, because we see now, these other nations they're preying on the fact that we're divided, and they're preying on that, and they got a lot of, and right now there's a lot of beautiful women, man, beautiful black women, man, who are in some stinking, white man's basement right now.
Yeah, right now.
You know what I'm saying? Being subjected to all sorts of, sexual abuse, man. And she said that he killed her other 2 friends because he abducted all 3.
Oh shit!
You know what I'm saying? So, and then it could have been they might have went over to his crib. Yeah, he might have went over to. This was in St. Louis, matter of fact. And then in St. Louis, this is the thing they're talking about in St. Louis, that it's 4 women that had came up missing. They're trying to get the media to respond to what's been going on over there, because they're saying that they believe that there's a serial killer right now in St. Louis, because black women are coming up missing. You know what I mean? And it's not getting any media coverage. You know what I'm saying? And I just thought that I would just bring that out. You know what I mean?
I mean, I'm not surprised. It's been a whole lot of stuff that's been coming out recently, like that cop that's been going around raping women. You know what I mean? And the way he was found out is because he had this old woman basically pulled her over and was like, you know, give me head. You know what I'm saying? And it's like these are the things that we hear in our neighborhood. We see them missing. We see that it's a lot of people that's men and women. You know what I mean? Young girls and boys. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry. Go ahead. No,
No. You got it, sir.
You know what the thing is, man? I just real quick. I just because we was bringing out made me think of something. You know what I'm saying? It's just like like in our communities, we look at the niggas as the problem. We look at a lot of our women. They look at black men as the problem, and something they don't want to be associated with. And then they look at those white boys, and I'm gonna say it straight like that. They look at them white boys. It's just those white boys are safe, and those white boys ain't safe. You know what I'm saying?
As white women, they know.
Right. You got them. You got that white boy. You letting him go up in there and fix his drink, and you don't know what the hell he's doing.
Oh man, like
you know what I'm saying?
Like the whole Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah,
thing.
you let that white boy fix your drink, and that white boy is putting some some muscle relaxers and and all kinds of stuff in there, and then next thing you fall asleep and you wake up and you chain to a goddamn pole.
Yo, you know what's crazy? Remember that time we went to the joint and that old white boy was in there, and all the women was loving him.
Yeah,
they like we went in the joint, and they felt safe. And a girl actually said that. A girl actually said that. She was like, "Oh no, he's harmless, and he buys us drinks."
Black women think in that type of setting, particularly in the clubs, black women think that this man will never have sex with me.
Never.
That's what they think. Even when a white man definitely want to have sex with him.
He definitely do.
Sometimes want to put him in the damn basement and put a ball and chain in.
Daggone right. Because so like
I'm just saying, it's something. It's just I think it's like a slave mentality type thing. Right. But it's something in the black woman's mind where this white man buying me drinks and dancing with me. It's like a child dancing with me. It's damn like a child that got money to afford drinks. Because he never gonna fuck ever. Does he even really want to fuck? But when you try to fuck, when I try to do it, when a black man try to do it, it's like
you definitely.
I know you want to fuck. I know most definitely you want to hit.
Right.
Most definitely. But it's something about that white man who most definitely wants to fuck.
Right.
I know because he's a man at the end of the day. Most definitely wants it. But it's something. It's like a slave mentality with black people. I'm talking right now, black women, where they think white men are like sexually, what's the word? Unintimidating.
Yeah.
Right.
So like you don't really consider them sexually.
Right.
But you not consider them sexually is gonna make sure you end up in a fucking basement.
And all
because you thinking he not worried about sex or he just having fun and games and he just got the money to spend because he white.
That's it.
He gonna have you in the fucking basement.
And
the black guy, he gonna fuck you.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's it. I just want to smash.
I did with that.
Right. And the thing is, she's comfortable with him because she'll even go to his house. He'll be like, listen, man, hey, I know the club is shut down. Y'all can come over to my place.
I got a nice basement.
I got drinks over there. I got a hookah. That's the new thing now. I got a hookah over there, man. Why don't y'all come over to my house?
I got a mini movie theater.
Yeah, y'all can come over here and chill in my house. I'm just gonna go to bed.
That's probably what happened to them sisters. I'm trying to figure out how the fuck he got 3 bitches in his house at one time.
Yeah,
right.
That's probably what happened.
That's exactly sisters, they are grabbing those sisters, man.
That's what he probably said. I got some weed,
right?
Hookah, some
shit
like
come
that.
on over.
And they came over and they
came over
asleep at one time.
They was in the basement. He came downstairs with a damn pig helmet.
What the fuck happened to him?
He had a pig head on his head.
I don't know how the fuck you get 3 women.
Put the lotion in the basket.
How the fuck you get 3 women kidnapped at one time unless they about to have some fun?
But then like think of, I mean, just in all seriousness, like think of like the terror that those sisters had to go through.
Right. She had to see 2 of her friends die and killed.
Right, like think of the terror that she had to see, and then think about how she's going to be damaged in the future. You know what I'm saying? Like from that experience, because when she like went to that neighbor's house, she had like sexual.
If I may,
like she had a sexual outfit on, and she had like she had a collar around her neck.
He was probably just using it.
If I may, if you really want to think about what she had to been going through for her to take the risk to leave. Yeah. She had to been going through some crazy stuff for her to say, it is better for me to die than I'm gonna take the risk because everything that I've been going through, I can't no more. I'd rather die. Let me just go out here and hopefully I don't get caught.
And she
didn't care.
And she made it too. She made it to The neighbor actually called the police. It was a white lady and the white lady said that when she looked at her, she had a lot of S&M clothing on. You know, like he had her dressed up on some, sexual
straps.
Studs and shit. Yeah, and she was and she had a lot of she had like bruises around her wrist from the handcuffs and stuff like that. So that's and so like black women, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, I always tell my rib, I say stay out of people's face, man. You know what I'm saying? Bring your ass home. Don't talk to nobody. You know what I'm saying? Don't make me have to go out here and kill some goddamn body.
I will kill somebody.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? You want to make sure that you're safe now, and especially for the sisters, make sure you're safe now. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you stay out of people's face.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Stop being so nice to every other nation but your own. You know what I'm saying? And you need to come home. You know what I mean? And that would be my public service announcement to the sisters, man. You know what I mean? We love the sisters, and you know what I mean? Need to be home with us. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to everybody, man, who's in the chat. We're gonna go ahead and end it right there. You know what I'm saying? Captain Ariel been dropping it so heavy. Y'all better pay attention to these clips, man, that's coming out. You know what I'm saying?
It was definitely a bunch of them out. It was definitely a bunch of them.
That's right.
Screen recording.
Right. Yeah, shout out to Captain Ariel, man. Shout out to Isaiah Ward, man. If you want a little more, we got Isaiah Ward. So, you know what I mean? So, most definitely, you know what I'm saying? So, we got Isaiah Ward in the building, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. It seemed like this USB hub worked pretty good tonight.
Yeah.
We ain't have no hiccups. Everything seemed like it worked pretty good.
Might sound nice.
Shout out to the technology. Shout out to Jeff Bezos.
That's right. You know where you got it from. Reliable.
Don't forget about Jeff Bezos.
Hey, look, Jeff Bezos is gonna be like, "Oh, so you gonna talk shit now? All right, you gonna talk shit? What about that? What about that microphone you got?" I'll be like, "Oh yeah, you right.
What about them cameras? The 4K and 5K cameras.
Whatever you want to deliver, he give it to you.
Like,
cameras,
on time,
the truth, whatever, whatever history, whatever you want, you got it.
You get it before. It be like it's gonna come tomorrow, and that shit come tonight. You be like, damn.
The niggas Amazon walk in your room. You lay on the bed chilling. The nigga open your door and hand it to you like, there you go.
Yeah, they sent me the keys. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, like
I'm gonna let myself out.
I mean, I'll be the first to admit it. Amazon is absolutely amazing. It's like.
It is definitely getting a lot of black folks jobs that couldn't get regular jobs.
Now it's slavery. They go. You go now. Look, they gonna work the hell out you. It's real slavery up in that motherfucker.
Yeah.
But
that's why I get to you.
Yeah.
I get that's why I get to you.
Yeah. We all have sacrifices that we got to make.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? But shout out to all the workers that work at Amazon. We support y'all, and you know what I mean. We there for y'all. You know what I'm saying? And just look at it like you just got to work there. It's just a stepping stone. You ain't got to be there forever. We ain't gonna be packing packages forever. You know what I'm saying?
Another crew of suckers right behind you.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't worry that shit.
Right.
So let's get it, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the Amazon workers, man. We appreciate y'all, man.
Appreciate y'all.
All right.
Man.
So y'all already know what it is, man. This is Rude Speech, verse 13, man. Verse 13.
14 coming tomorrow.
Verse 13. Make sure y'all tune in tomorrow, man. We're gonna have Brother Leon.
Oh, word.
Brother Leon gonna be down here tomorrow. And check it out. We got Shakara gonna be up in here tomorrow too. You know what I'm saying? And so big shouts out to her. You know what I'm saying? She always bringing heat every time she come. You know what I'm saying? For the sisters, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So Brother Leon gonna be in here. We need to see what's going on with Brother Leon. He a pastor, man.
Pastor.
You know what I'm saying? We need to see what's going on with Brother Leon. So he want to know what's our take on Kyrie Irving.
I want to know what his take on Kyrie Irving.
He want to know what's our take on everything.
Yeah.
So we'll see what's going on, with Brother Leon. He actually came down here and you actually told him he should be done with that ministry that he was trying to do on his own. So we'll do an update and see how it's doing. See if any of the things, see if the things that he's been doing on his own, see if it translated into people that are supporting his cause. All right. And Lord willing, we'll be able to get him over here tomorrow and gut him like a fish. You know what I mean? And get his members to come in our school.
That's
all right.
All three.
All three of them.
Two
impossible.
So yeah, man, y'all already know what it is, man. The Rooted Speech, verse 13. I'm appreciative that y'all came through tonight. I'm Desire One. And we are Rooted Speech. So y'all better get the hell out of here. Go get out of here, man. Whatever, man. Get out of here.
Get the hell up out of here.
We out of here, man. All right, Shalaya Allah. I see you, Shalaya Allah. I see you, man.
Yeah. What up?
Let's get it, man.